Good morning from London. It's a bright but cold December morning here in London. And hello to all dear comrades, friends and supporters from me, Dr. Dermot Hudson, the chairman of the British Group for the Study of the Juche idea, chairman of the Korean Friendship Association of the UK and the official delegate of KFA for the UK, and of course, the owner of this very self-same channel, Songam 007, the militant voice of Songam and Juche in the UK. Very soon, it will be the 13th anniversary of the passing away of the great leader, comrade KIM Jong Il. This is a very solemn anniversary, and I'm marking it by this video. I remember the day only too well when I woke up early one bleak December morning and received a text message from a British academic who was a follower of the Juche idea, which said very sad news. I turned the radio on, and the radio very starkly announced, it was the BBC in fact, that comrade Kim Jong Il had passed away suddenly. I couldn't believe the news, so I went to my computer and looked at the Korean Central News Agency, and sadly and unfortunately, the news was true. Comrade Kim Jong Il had passed away at 8:30 on the morning of the 17th of December, whilst on a train travelling to give on-the-spot guidance to key economic sectors of the DPRK in order to bolster the independent national economy and further improve living standards. Comrade Kim Jong Il was indeed a true people's leader. Comrade Kim Jong Il had led the Korean Revolution and the construction of socialism in People's Korea for many decades, beginning with his guidance to the Korean People's Army on the 25th of August 1960, and also when he had started work at the Central Committee of the Workers' Party of Korea on the 19th of June 1964. Chairman Kim Jong Il was the successor to the great leader Comrade Kim Il-sung and worked very hard to implement the revolutionary ideas of President Kim Il-sung and to carry them forward. The revolutionary activities and achievements of Comrade Kim Jong Il are many, wide and varied. It is hard to recall all of them and write about them in a single article or even a book. And I would recommend viewers read many of the excellent books published about the life of Comrade Kim Jong Il by which have been published by the Foreign Languages Publishing House in Pyongyang. As a writer, I would like to recall the work of Comrade Kim Jong Il in building Juche-orientated socialist culture. Of course, Comrade Kim Jong Il is well known for his classic work on the art of the cinema, was in April 1973, and which is a widely acclaimed work. It's been acclaimed all over the world. Both President Kim Il-sung and Chairman Kim Jong-il paid great attention to culture and saw it as central to the work of building a new socialist society. They didn't see it as a bolt-on or anything like that, but they actually saw it as totally central. Comrade Kim Jong-il whilst working at the Central Committee of the Workers' Party Korea, gave guidance to the cultural sector, including cinema, music, opera, and art. In addition to his classic work on the art of the cinema, he wrote many other works on culture, such as on the art of opera, on fine art, on Juche literature, on the art of drama, and on the art of music. Comrade Kim Jong Il strove to build a new Juche-orientated socialist culture that was completely different to the corrupt and decadent culture of the imperialist and capitalist countries, which Comrade Kim Jong Il characterized thus, and I quote, "Bourgeois tastes are just like narcotics. A person begins with taking a drug, but eventually he is himself taken by the drug. There are many foreign films full of narcotics. If we watch them not from the party stand, but merely out of interest, we might be poisoned by these narcotics and infected by the evil ideas before we know." End of quotation. And of course, that's very profound quote, and it also put me in mind of the quote from the CIA director Alan Dulles about how they were going to culturally subvert and undermine the socialist countries. It's that famous quote where he talks about arming comedians, etc. Basically, the imperialists in the Cold War weaponized culture, and of course they still do. We must never forget that. Anyway, to proceed, Comrade Kim Jong Il also rejected modern revisionism in culture, pointing out, and I quote, "The modern revisionists, in sympathy with bourgeois art, are adopting it, denying party spirit, working class spirit, and popular character of art and literature." End quotation. Comrade Kim Jong Il was involved in the production of films such as The Path to Awakening and the classic anti-American, anti-imperialist film of the DPRK, The Family of Chae Hak-sin. This film is actually based on the true story of the Christian pastor in Tadong County in the DPRK. In the film, the central character is the Christian preacher, Chae Hak-sin, who enthusiastically welcomes the US imperialist troops to his village, only for his wife and some of his children and an old bell ringer of his church to be slaughtered in cold blood by the Americans. Comrade Kim Jong Il wrote, and I quote, "The workers in the arts must express anti-US sentiments thoroughly through the depiction of the characters' personalities and in their words as well as in the scenes, and complete the family of Chae Hak-sin so as to make it an excellent piece both in terms of ideological and artistic quality." End of quotation. The Family of Chae Hak-sin is a very atmospheric film. It's a black and white film. The film climaxes when Chae Hak-sin's son, who is a South Korean puppet army officer, is ordered by the US imperialists to shoot dead the old bell ringer. However, instead he shoots dead the Yankee officer, so the Americans kill both him and the bell ringer. Then US planes bomb the area, destroying the Christian church. Chae Hak-sin, having lost his son, daughter, and wife, and now his church, realizes how wrong it was to support the US imperialists and calls for the Korean People's Army and People's Guerrilla units to take revenge on the US imperialists. The film really does infuse people with a hatred of the US imperialists. It is most impressive to watch. And just as an aside, uh, unfortunately, this film is not on YouTube. I'm sure if someone tried to upload it to YouTube, it would be taken down almost immediately. It is a very strong film, really powerful. It's real dynamite to watch. If you're able to ever get hold of a copy, please watch it. Comrade Kim Jong Il was also responsible for uh, making films of classic revolutionary operas such as The Flower Girl and The Sea of Blood. And the film of The Flower Girl won an award at the 18th Karalivari Film Festival. Of course, the film industry was just one of the areas of culture that Comrade Kim Jong il guided. Literature, music, and art were also guided by him. In the 1960s and 70s, Comrade Kim Jong il totally revolutionized opera in the DPRK. Previously, opera was associated with Europe, and it was also very much associated with the bourgeoisie and aristocracy in European countries. Workers were too poor to buy opera tickets that were very expensive. Working class people in European countries also viewed opera with a lot of contempt, seeing it as an art form of effete dilettantes and a lot worse. It was a big challenge in the DPRK to make opera Juche based, revolutionary, and relevant to working class people. Only a great leader and great thinker could rise to such a challenge. Comrade Kim Jong il revolutionized opera in the DPRK by introducing Pachang, which is an offstage chorus. He oversaw the production of many classic revolutionary operas such as Sea of Blood and The True Daughter of the Party. Always a people's leader and true populist, Comrade Kim Jong il in the 1980s turned his attention to the production of modern popular music. Under his guidance, the Pachombo Electronic Ensemble and the Wangistan Light Music Band were created. These groups were known for their wonderful music. I have always found their tunes very catchy to listen to. It was a great delight to see the artists from these two groups at the 10,000 person gala performance on the Reverté Dome to mark the 70th anniversary of the foundation of the Workers' Party of Korea in 2015. The DPRK's Juche-based culture, which is associated with the guidance of Comrade Kim Jong il and his work, shines out as a brilliant culture that is modern, is socialist, and is national in form. One is always struck by the contrast between the healthy, vibrant, and cheerful culture of the DPRK and the sick, decadent, moribund, and in fact very depressing culture of the West. People's Korea is sure to win the cultural war with imperialism. Indeed, it is winning, thanks to the work that was done by Comrade Kim Jong il in developing Juche-based socialist culture. Today, his work is continued by his successor, respected Marshal Kim Jong-un. Glory to the eternal memory of the great leader, Comrade Kim Jong il. Long live People's Korea, long live Juche, long live self-reliance, long live respected Marshal Kim Jong-un. Thank you very much for watching this video and being with us today. If you're not already a subscriber to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. Also to our affiliated channel, Korean Friendship Association of the UK. You can support us in all sorts of ways. I think first and foremost, uh, by coming to our events, both online and real life, you can make a difference and interact with other true supporters of people's career. You can also read publications which explain the reality of people's career and defend people's career. There'll be a link in the description. And you can also donate to us or to myself. Again, there'll be a link in the description. Thank you for watching this video, and I wish everybody a good day. Goodbye.